Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Chicago PD star hints at disastrous direction for Reid and Voight's friendship. Chicago PD star Sean Hatosy hints at a disastrous direction for Reid and Voight's friendship after the intense revelations of the latest episode. During the newest episode of Chicago PD Season 12, a series of events led to Reid Hatosy manipulating the many people in his pocket to bring a new drug kingpin, Otero, into territory the intelligence unit had cleared because of their work throughout the episode. Realizing just how deep the corruption runs and how Reid is at the center of it all, Voight, Jason Begg, has a tense conversation with him, deciding to take him down. Speaking with TV Insider, Hatosy explained that a future Chicago PD episode will see Reid and Voight's friendship tested once again, as the latter will be tasked with protecting Otero. He teases another intense scene between the pair when Reid tries going to Torres, Benjamin Levy Aguilar, to make things run more smoothly, going behind the surgeon's back. Check out what Hatosy had to say about their next encounter below. Reid's upcoming decisions are seemingly going to impact other characters on Chicago PD just as much as they do Voight, something that could motivate him further into fighting back. He's not alone in his decision to bring the deputy chief to justice either, with Chapman, Sarah Buse, also on his side. Since she's an assistant state's attorney, she has more power in the matter than most others in the show could, giving the main character an advantage over his enemy. But it also seems he's still doing his bidding not long from now. Given Hatosy's statement, it seems a future episode will be acting as a direct follow-up to Season 12, Episode 15, exploring the consequences of Otero's new territory. He also explicitly mentions the friendship between Reid and Voight breaking down, something that seems inevitable now that the sergeant has decided he needs to go. While it's unclear if their conflict will spill over into a potential Chicago PD Season 13, what happens between them will clearly be explosive enough to change their dynamic forever. Because of what transpired in the latest episode, it wouldn't be surprising if Voight decided to run headlong into taking Reid down, even if the dangers of the situation aren't fully clear yet. Because Chicago PD still has some time left before its Season 12 finale, the upcoming episodes may continue the storyline in the background as he and Chapman investigate. What the results will be remains unclear, outside the friendship that will be destroyed in the name of doing what's right. The streets of Chicago have never been easy to navigate, but for Intelligence Unit Leader Hank Voight, the terrain is about to get even rougher. A new rift forming between him and Special Agent Sam Reid may prove to be one of the most destructive alliances to unravel in Chicago PD history. Actor Jason Begg, who has brought Voight to life for over a decade, recently teased that his character's dynamic with Reid is heading toward an ominous turning point. Speaking in an exclusive interview, Begg hinted at a disastrous direction for the friendship, warning that not everyone makes it out of the trenches unscathed. A bond built on mutual respect and secrets. From the moment Special Agent Reid, portrayed by guest star Mark Declan, stepped onto the scene last season, it was clear he and Voight had a deep-rooted history. Though they worked in different jurisdictions, their past dealings hinted at a mix of professional camaraderie and buried tensions. Reid's background with the DEA made him an invaluable ally in taking down drug operations infiltrating Chicago, but it also meant he played by an entirely different set of rules, ones that didn't always align with Voight's morally gray approach to justice. They go way back, Begg said in his interview. They've covered for each other. They've had each other's backs, but there's also a certain unspoken understanding that if one of them crosses the line too far, the other won't hesitate to step in. And now, it appears one of them may have done just that. The breaking point. A betrayal in the works. Sources close to Chicago PD's production suggest that an upcoming arc will expose a secret from Voight and Reid's past, one that will test their friendship like never before. A leaked episode synopsis hints at a covert operation gone wrong years ago, where Voight and Reid made a decision that saved lives but may have left behind dangerous consequences. There's something in their shared past that's going to surface in a way neither of them expects, Begg said cryptically, and it won't be something they can just push aside. As fans well know, Voight is no stranger to bending the law to achieve what he believes is right. But this time he may find himself on the other side of the investigation. Who will make the first move? With tensions already high following recent shakeups in the intelligence unit, Voight has been more vulnerable than ever. Between the loss of key team members and growing pressure from the brass to rein in his unorthodox methods, he's walking a thin line. The last thing he needs is an old friend turned adversary. Yet it appears Reid is positioning himself exactly in that role. Reid is in a position where he has to make a choice, Declan revealed in a separate interview. And the truth is, Voight might not like what he chooses. Could it be that Reid is about to turn Voight in for a past transgression? Or is he attempting to manipulate the situation for his own gain? The teaser for an upcoming episode suggests that intelligence will be investigating a major corruption case, one that may lead directly to Voight himself. The fallout, Voight's leadership at stake. If Reid does take a stand against Voight, the ripple effect could be catastrophic for the intelligence unit. Voight has maintained his leadership by commanding unwavering loyalty from his team. But what happens when that loyalty is shaken by accusations from someone Voight once trusted? Burgess, Atwater, and Upton will be caught in the middle, forced to decide how much they truly believe in their boss, and Halstead's absence looms heavily over the situation. Had he been around, would he have been the one to pull Voight back from the brink? For fans, the upcoming episodes promise a high-stakes game of cat and mouse, one that may see Voight fighting to retain not only his command but also his freedom, a friendship destined for disaster. One thing is certain, Voight and Reid's friendship is teetering on the edge of destruction. Whether it ends in a devastating betrayal, an irreversible fallout, or something even more shocking remains to be seen. But if Jason Begg's warning holds true, it's going to be an emotional roller coaster that changes Chicago PD forever. The audience should prepare themselves, Begg cautioned. This is going to be one of the biggest reckonings Voight has ever faced. And in a city as dangerous as Chicago, a reckoning of that scale can only end in one of two ways: redemption or ruin.